Thank you. It is my distinct pleasure tonight to introduce our keynote speaker this evening, Mr. Devin McCourty. Devin is a former NFL cornerback who played for the New England Patriots for a staggering 13 years and won 3 Super Bowl championships during his tenure. Prior to his prolific NFL career, Devin attended Rutgers University and played football with his twin brother, Jason, before being drafted in the first round of the NFL draft in 2009. You can also see him on your TV screens every Sunday evening, as he currently serves as an analyst on the NBC Football Night in America. When he was not making game-changing interceptions on the field, Devin pursued his other passions of philanthropic work and spearheading important social causes off the field. In 2013, Devin and his brother Jason launched their Tackle Sickle Cell campaign with the aim of educating the public, increasing blood donations, and raising money and awareness for the fight against sickle cell disease. Tackle Sickle Cell has raised over $2.5 million to date to support families battling sickle cell disease. Congratulations. So please join me in welcoming Devin McCourty to the stage.
What an unbelievable honor to be here today. I'm not going to take up too much of your time. I think anytime I get the opportunity to talk about sickle cell, and I personally don't have sickle cell, I wasn't impacted as a person, but for me and my twin brother Jason, that Christine just spoke about, we grew up and our father passed away when we were 3 years old, and he had the sickle cell trait. He had an asthma attack that led to a heart attack, and that left us with an aunt and an uncle, you know, his twin brother and his sister, Michael and Winifred. And my Uncle Michael lived in Virginia, and he lived with the sickle cell disease his whole life, and he actually recently passed away a few months ago at the age of 69. But my aunt lived 5 minutes away from me, and when you're a kid, you don't always know what's going on with someone, and I kind of heard my aunt had sickle cell as a kid. I had no idea what that meant. And when I became a young teenager and then entered into college, my aunt started to have more complications. You know, was in the hospital. I would come home from college sometimes and visit her in the hospital and see those different things. And got into the NFL, and me and my brother decided, hey, how are we going to impact the world? How are we going to try to make a difference? And we looked at each other and we said, let's work in sickle cell. Let's be a vessel. Let's take our aunt's story and tell it to so many young people and inspire them, because at the time, there was no cure. There was really nothing to look forward to for young people to think of living a life without this disease. And the thing that really got us going was my aunt told us a story, being 10 years old, and back then and still today, sickle cell was seen so taboo that when her aunt and uncle would come and they had 2 kids with the sickle cell disease, my grandmother and grandfather wouldn't even tell the family that they had 2 kids with sickle cell. And when she went to the hospital and visited her doctor that day, the doctor told her, you'll be lucky to live to see 35. And my aunt, through her whole life, she traveled to Spain. She traveled the world, worked a job every day until she moved to Orlando to take care of my grandparents. She lived her life the way she wanted. She was Jehovah's Witness, so she didn't even do everything the doctors told her to do because she believed in certain things. But I tell her story because it's a testament that you can live out your dream no matter what you're born with. And it's unbelievable for me to now sit here and look at all these young people, and I see my aunt in them. I see my uncle in them. Because when we first started this campaign, my aunt broke down crying because she was so unselfish. She never wanted anyone to do anything extra for her. But she broke down crying just at the thought of my brother and myself going and doing something in her name. And it's an honor, and it's an absolute honor to be here. My young son, my middle child, was in class with Toby a few years ago in preschool. And I remember the first time we sat and we were talking about sickle cell, and he was telling me that Toby was going through the transplant. I was like, wow, like we do a lot in sickle cell as well, and it's all full circle to be back here today to talk to you guys. And I think the important thing is I hope you walk away today with this huge, huge feeling of hope. Because when we first got involved in this, the only hope was pain management. I learned so much about pain management. In Boston and my time in New England, I did videos. I worked with the Children's Hospital up there. I worked with Boston Medical Center. And we created all these different things for young people, and it was only about pain management, how to deal with sickle cell. So to stand here today with all you guys here and all of the hard work your team has done, and to say that I get to support a cure, not management, not hope that you feel good today, hopefully in a month, but to say for the rest of your life that you will feel better, you will feel great, and you can accomplish all the things you want to accomplish. I mean, I get goosebumps every time I think about it. And, you know, for me, I just enjoy being able to jump on the phone and learn about the Nurse Navigator program and learn not just that your son got cured, but you're paying it forward and you're deciding, hey, we want to help impact more lives. We want to work with the hospital. We want to raise more money. We want more people to go through this treatment. And I just encourage everyone to take Folo's approach. Jump all in. Don't take, as Bill Belichick used to tell us all our big games, don't stick your toe in the water. Jump all the way in. However it fits your schedule, your life, jump in and find out how to help, what you can do. I really appreciate everybody here. You can tell everyone that's here is here out of love, here to change somebody else's life, and it's what I've tried to do with my life. I hope my 3 kids someday look at me and see that side of me and not just that I played football for a while. So appreciate you guys listening to me, and thank you.